What is the shelf life of valacyclovir? I have a prescription given to me a year ago and haven't used. I have a cold sore coming on and want to take the medication.
Hello from JustAnswer. Well, that is actually a complex answer. When drugs are manufactured, they typically have a shelf life of several years, usually about 4 years. So, the direct answer to your question is the shelf life is several years. The problem is that it is impossible for the patient to know how long the drug has been sitting on the shelf in various locations, distribution centers, local pharmacy, etc. All of the drugs are labeled with expiration dates in the bottles that are distributed to the pharmacies, but when the pharmacies count out the prescribed amount, they usually do not label the patient's bottle with the expiration date. If a medicine is dispensed that the pharmacists know will be taken quickly, such as an antibiotic for an acute infection, they will routinely assure that the drug is in date, but it could expire next month. If a medicine is dispensed that the pharmacists know will be taken as needed, such as valacyclovir for episodic cold sores, they will routinely assure that the drug will not expire for at least a year, but the patient usually has no way of knowing how long beyond that year. In addition, it is also important to realize that it is not critical to be precise about the expiration date. Drugs are not like food, where eating food past the expiration date could mean that the food is rotten and toxic. For drugs, the expiration date is the date of certainty of potency of the drug. A drug that is past its expiration date will gradually lose potency, but it does not immediately lose potency. So, taking a drug that is slightly past the expiration date is generally not a problem, since it is still likely to be quite potent. So, a prescription for valacyclovir that is within the year after it was filled will still be okay, since the pharmacist will assure at least a year of potency. If it is slightly more than a year, it is still fine to take, because it may still be in date, but even if not, it will still be quite potent. However, as this bottle of pills gets more and more past the year anniversary of being filled, it is likely that it will lose more potency, so may be less effective. If I can provide any further information, please let me know.
If you have a health question and want to chat with a doctor now, visit justanswer.com/ythealth.